Hi, this is Alex from devstories.eu. Azure Pipelines, Episode 6 of 10. Masking a secret in your pipeline logs does not mean it is secure if you typed it directly into your CI/CD configuration. When a database administrator rotates that password, your deployments instantly break until someone manually updates the pipeline. To fix this, you fetch credentials dynamically using Azure Key Vault. People often define secret variables straight in the Azure DevOps user interface. You click the padlock icon, the text disappears, and you assume you are secure. Storing secrets in the pipeline user interface creates a fragmented security posture. If an enterprise policy mandates rotating credentials every 30 days, finding and updating every pipeline variable across dozens of projects is an operational nightmare. Furthermore, you lose central auditing over who or what accessed that data. The secure by design approach is fetching secrets dynamically at runtime from an enterprise key vault. The pipeline never owns the secret, it just borrows it exactly when needed. To pull this off, you use the Azure Key Vault pipeline task. First, the pipeline needs permission to look inside your vault. You configure an Azure Resource Manager service connection in your DevOps project. This connection relies on either a service principal or a managed identity. You then grant that identity explicit read access to the secrets in your Key Vault using Azure Role-Based Access Control or Vault Access policies. Here is the key insight. The pipeline runs as this identity, proving who it is to Azure before pulling any sensitive data. This fits a zero-trust model. No permanent credentials exist in your code repository or pipeline definitions. Consider a pipeline fetching a highly sensitive database connection string just before deploying a backend service. In your pipeline definition, right before the deployment step, you add the Azure Key Vault task version 2. You provide three main inputs to this task. First, you specify the name of your Azure Resource Manager service connection. Second, you provide the name of your actual Key Vault. Third, you define a list of the specific secret names you want to download. You can pass a wildcard asterisk to download everything, but least privilege principles dictate you only ask for exactly what you need. You specifically request a secret named Production Database Connection. When the pipeline reaches this step, it calls out to the vault. If the identity has permission, the vault hands back the secret. The task takes that secure value and automatically transforms it into a standard pipeline variable. The name of the new pipeline variable exactly matches the name of the secret in the vault. Your next deployment step can now reference that variable to configure the database just like any standard text input. Azure Pipelines also registers this downloaded value as a secret variable in the background. If a script accidentally prints the connection string to the console, the system intercepts it and replaces the actual text with asterisks in the logs. Dynamic fetching ensures that when the database team updates the primary password in the vault, your pipeline automatically uses the new string on its very next run with zero manual intervention. Your continuous delivery system should act like a secure courier, picking up the locked briefcase right before delivery, rather than storing a permanent copy at the depot. That's all for this one. Thanks for listening and keep building.